I want to move on to another game now called Rapid Fire Questions. So again, it's in the title. I'm going to throw questions your way.
I
Think
am
about
ready.
as fast as you can. Think as fast as you can. Give me an answer, and then you can expand upon it as well.
Sure.
So my first one, I think I might know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Your
I'll try to
favorite
keep it short and
Sam,
sweet for you.
your favorite Sam Raimi movie?
Sam Raimi movie. Oh, Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead
Just
2. Yeah,
it's the mother of all. It's was what do they say in the box? It's the mother of all sequels.
yep.
It's such a great movie. Yeah,
And I think also one of the great film performances of all time by Bruce Campbell in that film as well.
absolutely. An incredible physical actor, but just how far he pushes himself in that movie, and I mean, I don't think many actors would have done half the stuff he did in that. So no, he's a real national treasure.
100%. Next one. What's the scariest moment you've ever seen in a horror movie?
Oh gosh. I wanna say scariest moment in a horror movie. I wanna say I mean I think it's somewhere between Nightmare on Elm Street, uh Exorcist, and honestly, I mean Hereditary really messed me up as an adult. So I don't know. It's like they were all very different for different reasons. Hereditary felt like a living nightmare, but Nightmare on Elm Street certainly messed me up as a kid. I think it was I mean honestly, I think it was Tina getting pulled up the wall,
Hmm.
and I kind of equate that scene to like um the opening of Jaws where the girl is getting torn apart and everything. It's still very effective, even though it was a very low budget movie. It's still very effective today, and yeah, that really upset me. I think that's when I really discovered as a kid that movies can really turn your stomach and make you feel not well. Like it was the first time I had to stop a movie and step out of the room, get a glass of water, and put my head down, and I'm like, I don't feel good.
Hmm.
This movie's really messing with me. And but yeah, of course I finished it. So it was couldn't get enough.
I think one of mine, I mentioned before how the transformation scene of American Werewolf in London is definitely
That's a great
one of
one.
them for sure. The other one that I really absolutely love is the introduction of Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw when he just kind of opens the door and hits the guy with a mallet, and then that
Yeah,
kind of doom kind of music kind of
yeah.
rumbling kind of comes. That's another one where I'm just like, whoa, I remember seeing that for the first time. And I was just like,
I
wow, I haven't seen anything like this before.
and that's so funny too, because like when I first saw that movie, it's it hit me like no other horror film because it was just again much like Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it was really tapping into something else that was just really unsettling, and it wasn't just
Yeah.
jump scares. Yes, there was a few that were very effective, but it just everything about it was like, get me out of here. This movie, this world that we're in, like, holy cow, it's too real, it's too creepy, it's too, I don't know, gross, and it's just something about it is just I loved it so much, but and especially like the with the visuals and the sound design and everything in that movie, it's just so fantastic and so unique. So yeah, that's a great one. I think I even saw House of a Thousand Corpses. I got a bunch of friends to see that in high school, and they were upset that I showed them that, and I'm like, it's pretty much Texas Chainsaw Massacre just on acid.
Yeah.
Um, so they're like, this is the most fucked up movie I've ever seen. I'm like, well, it's not that bad. There's some other ones that are pretty gnarly, but
Yeah.
yeah, so those are some pretty good ones.
What's your favorite horror movie kill?
Ooh, horror movie kill. Oh gosh. Um, it's a really good question. I feel like I need a timer. Um, I'm going to say horror movie kill. Um, in what respect? Like just fun or scary or how
How
like
about
real
we
quick
put
or
the parameters of innovation, entertainment,
yeah.
and just overall kind of just just memorable kind of like a moment that kind of sticks to your head of like, wow, I never imagined someone would think of that as a kind of like a kill in a horror movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Just because I'm my mind is escaping, drifting a bit, but there's a bunch of kills that I really, really love, from movies that I've grown up with. But hmm, there's some weird ones that are coming to mind that aren't.
Just spit them
Uh,
out. Just spit them out.
yeah, yeah. There was a monster movie though. It was Stephen Sommers' Deep Rising, where
Right.
it was like a sea monster movie, but they see a guy that like a half gestated, digested guy comes spilling out and everything. I
Yeah.
again, it was one of those things at the time. It was like the right time of like CG and makeup sort of merging, and it was the first time I ever seen something like that where somebody's just like screaming their head off and they're kind of like lobotomized or something, completely brain dead or something, but they're still alive and half
Yeah.
digested. That kind of stuck with me as a kid. But more recently, I really, really, really loved just the whole, I'm just going to say the whole climax, the whole police station sequence in Malignant, because that movie
Uh,
doesn't get enough love. And it's not a perfect movie by any means. In fact, the first half of the movie, I'm like, where is this movie going? Like, I don't understand. Like, is James Wan losing it? And then, the whole, have you seen it? Can I ruin it?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the whole, sorry viewers, but the whole twist in the end where it's revealed that, the woman has like this tumor man growing out the back of her head and takes
Mm.
control of her body, and she's, moving backwards and killing people. I've never seen anything like that before. So that was like, that legitimately blew my mind. And not only that, but somebody that's like doing this full on like choreography and flipping over tables, and it's just, it's so bonkers and so gnarly. I've never seen anything like that. But I'm sure there's a million other things that I'm not even thinking of. I'm sure there's, classics like, like you said, like I said, the opening to Jaws and everything. But innovation, oh gosh.
You know, one that always stuck with me from when I was a kid. It's another nightmare movie, number three. The
Yeah.
one where Freddy has got the kid's veins and is like using him as a marionette,
Yeah,
and then
whereas like
takes him to the
tendons and
edge,
everything.
and then
Yeah.
like I was just like, what the hell was that? That's like something I was like, wow, that I never thought of anything like that before. That's kind of that's a crazy
Oh,
one.
I will give you another one that's a bit underrated because again, I don't think this movie gets nearly enough love, but there's one recently that I saw as a grown person just a few years ago, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre 22, again, not a perfect movie. I'm not saying it's a perfect movie, but the kills, damn it, are freaking gnarly. And there's a bit where like a police officer goes to draw his weapon
Right,
and to shoot Leatherface, and Leatherface grabs his forearm and breaks his forearm, and it protrudes out of the guy's arm, and then he uses the guy's own arm to stab him in the neck. And I'm like, well, I haven't seen that before. That's pretty gnarly.
right.
So I kind of stole from that a little bit. I have a new movie coming up that's in post right now, but there's a bit where somebody gets their arm kind of like partially cut off and broken and ripped off, and he has just the person's like forearm and a hand, and with the bone shard sticking out of the severed arm, and he stabs somebody in the face with it. So I'm like, that's just too good. I thought that was really fun. And then there's
Last
like,
one. Go ahead.
sorry, one last thing that I really,
Yeah.
really love. Dead Alive, Peter Jackson's Dead Alive, where zombies are like ripping the guy's rib cage out, and they're like pretty much doing a tug of war over his like rib cage, and the guy's like trying to pull back his own rib cage. I don't know how he's still alive, but that really stuck with me, and I love that so much. Sorry, I just had to mention
Speaking
that.
speaking of other tasty morsels, last one here. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No, I can't
Yeah,
do it. I've tried.
yeah.
I've had too many friends that love it, and they've ruined a lot of parties because somebody just had to get pineapple on the pizza. I'm a I'm a bacon and like pepperoni and bacon, and if you must, sausage and mushrooms or something. But I'm very much a meat lover's. Just stop my heart from. from beating kind of pizza guy.
You are correct in your answer, and you actually put tip the balance of justice correctly again, because the last few guests I had said yes. So I don't know what's been going on with the world lately with people saying yes to pineapple on pizza. With everything, it's like that Ghostbusters monologue. Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria, pineapple on pizza. Can't do it.
That's it.
Sorry.
That's the cause of all problems in global warming and everything. It's because of pineapples on pizza.
Re-
It's the worst. It's the
the,
absolute worst. I mean, still not as bad as like anchovies or something, but like I don't know what people are smoking. I got into a big pizza debate recently with a bunch of other friends where they were appalled that I like barbecue chicken pizza, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? That's like amazing. They're like, barbecue doesn't belong on pizza. I'm like, it's way better than pineapple.
I
But
take barbecue over pineapple any day. Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
exactly.
100%. Especially like as a like a with a like if you can have like a barbecue meat lovers like chicken as a thing you can have absolutely for sure.
Oh,
For
that's so
sure.
good. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
But we were big meat eaters, so it's like that just comes natural to us. If you're really
My
gnarly, I
last
put sriracha on my pizza. That's really
which one,
gnarly.
sorry?
I said if you're really gnarly, I put sriracha on my pizza sometimes. That's really gnarly.
Oh, okay.
Little hot
Nice.
sauce. Yeah, it's really crazy.
Is that a James Kondelik special, is it?
I think some people like it's a Southern California thing. I think where it's probably a Hispanic thing. I used to date somebody who put hot sauce on everything, but it really rubbed off on me. I'm like, I get it. I put hot sauce on my eggs and on my pizza and a bunch of other food. It's so yummy. I make tuna fish sandwiches with sriracha and like hot mustards and all these different uh peppers and seasonings and stuff like that. Oh, so good. Good tuna sandwich. I highly recommend if it makes it a zesty, spicy tuna.
Thank you for watching the Matt's Movie Reviews channel. Please subscribe for more reviews, podcast interviews, and exclusive content.